Hi, this is Jonathan. I got my first iMac back in the year 2010, if I'm not mistaken, after going through all the older generation Mac, the G3 and G4s. The iMac actually serves me really well. I'm still using it, in fact. But I decided to get another Mac just so that I can use the Helix native and some of the newer plugins. So I've been using my daughter Sarah's MacBook Pro for the longest time. I mean, all these videos that I've been doing over the past years was all done through the MacBook Pro. But because this is a 2013 model, it's getting on in age. The fan was like really noisy, and my Helix is in there, and I have my my UAD Apollo hooked up to it. So when I'm doing recordings with it, like for example acoustic guitars and sometimes vocals and even voiceovers for some of the videos, I have a problem with noise, especially fan noise from the MacBook Pro. So I decided to invest in another iMac, but this time it's not an iMac, it's a Mac Mini. So I'm really excited today because I have two packages here from Apple Singapore. This is a bit heavy, right? One is it's a Mac Mini. This is a Mac Mini, and the other one is a iRig drum pad, which I bought so that I could program basic drums on it. Instead of going to the keyboards and doing stuff, I could just work on my Mac Mini if I choose to, and get the basic down. So I want to change my whole workflow in such a way where I would just do guitars, bass, and drums, or drums, bass, and guitar whatsoever. Like how a band would work on the song. Like I would just want to do the rhythm section, and then later on I'll go over to my iMac and then start laying down pads, piano stuff, orchestral strings and stuff like that. So I was thinking of doing planning a whole new workflow. So stay tuned, because I'm going to unbox this too, and you're going to see how small the Mac Mini is, and I'll tell you the specs that I have. All right, we're going to start off examining this package. This is the first time I order anything directly from Apple Store. I usually go to the store and pick up stuff that I need. Right, so I don't know what to expect. Wow, look at that. See this? It's pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, visually, you know, it's just kind of like, that's the thing with Apple products, you know, it's all about the presentation. Even though this is like, you know, like just a cardboard, the way it's packaged, you know, you make you go like, whoa. So this is a Mac Mini itself. It's just a box, recyclable, I think. Right, so just gonna tear this up a little bit. Just. Oh yeah, that's usually the way to go. Slide this off, and here is the Mac Mini. Ooh, nice. Alright, and then I just peel it off here. So Mac Mini. What do we have here? Instructional manual, stuff like that, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna take a read. This, I guess, is the power cable. Yep. And what else do you have? Other than all this, I guess that's about it. You know, all you have in the box is just a Mac Mini, instruction manual, and the power cable. No other connectors, no USB, nothing. So I'm gonna just peel this off. Nice. Yep, smells new. Right. So as you can see, the ports are pretty well hidden because it's all hidden because it's all been taped up. That's why. Right. For a moment, I was like, "Where are the ports?" All right. Okay. So, but these are the Lightning ports. These are USB ports, HDMI, headphone jack, Ethernet, power, and the power switch. And that's about it. That's it. Nice and simple. I got a i7 core, and then I have a 512 gigabyte hard disk because I'm planning to use external hard disk anyway. And then I have like 16 gig of RAM, and that's about it. I didn't add any more other things like, you know, advanced Ethernet connection or stuff like that. This is just as basic as I can get, but still, you know, it costs a pretty chunk, you know, of change. Yep. So this is the second package that is from Apple. Okay. I know what is in it, but I don't know what's in store. So I haven't bought anything from iRig ever. You know, not even the guitar plugins and stuff that they have. Like, you know, those little gizmo where you plug directly into the guitar, and then yeah. There you go, another small package. Oh man. Alright, so this is the iRig pads, where you can actually program your drums if you want to have it assigned to different loops, or even play some bass lines if you want to. And a whole lot of fun. This is pretty dirty, so I guess it's an old stock. It's probably in the warehouse for a bit. The least could do is to clean it up, right? There you go. IK multimedia. So what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to lift up this thing. Oh wow. Ooh-wee. Oh wow. So you're supposed to lift up this, and then you have the pad itself. Again, very nicely packaged. It's all about a presentation. Right, and here is a booklet, register code. You're supposed to register all this to get I guess there are a couple of sounds that you can actually download from their website, which is pretty cool because you can actually start using the pad to program some basic drums, I guess, some sounds, some percussions. Right, and our USB power, I guess. Huh? Yeah. And then the pad itself. It don't feel cheap, right? It doesn't feel cheap at all. It's nice piece of gear, I might say so. Made in China. What else is new? And it's so light, you know, you can just put it in a bag and you can go traveling with this and still work in your hotel room if you want to. Yeah, pretty cool. So this is the new setup that I have right now. Apart from my coffee cup, my UAD Apollo Twin is still there. Right now I'm running the Mac Mini, which is tucked underneath this really neat monitor stand that I bought. It comes with a power supply, not really a power supply, like a link to the USB port behind, and you actually have like 2 USB ports to the side, 3 altogether. Or this one here, hidden down here, which I had it hooked up to, if I'm not mistaken, I had it hooked up to the iRig. This is the iRig, which I'm using to program drums. I got it all set up, but I'm gonna like maybe do another video of how to program drums, so simple programming of drums. And this is the iMac Mini. Alright. And this is my keyboard from my PC, which I use for gaming and which I used to do video editing on. But now I can do everything in this iMac Mini, which is so convenient for me. And that's why I have this this port over here where I can put in my SD card and USB stick. Now, this is pretty interesting. This looks like another laptop, but it's not. This is my iPad Pro. And I'm running an app on the iPad Pro called Duet. Now, you gotta download and pay for this app in iPad. And then download a separate software, which is free, I guess, from the website. All you need to do is to hook up a lightning cable to the Mac Mini. And after a while, you set it out right, they'll talk to each other. So every time you turn on the iPad and you activate the Duet app, it will just see, and you can actually transfer stuff over. Like, you know, for this case, I could swap this back and forth, as you can see. I can swap this down to here, you know, and so this acts as a second monitor so that I don't have too much clutter on this main screen. All right, and that's about it. For me, I'm really particular about my workflow because I wanted everything to be at my fingertips, and that's the reason why I haven't renovated this room for a long time. I have wires all over the shop like spaghetti. Yeah, and then they gather in dust, and that's like pretty ew, but you know, what can I do? I'm continuously working, so I couldn't afford the time to clear everything out. I have a bunch of outboard gears that I don't really need. You know, I'm more dependent on plugins nowadays. But in any case, I digress. So I bought this iMac Mini so that I can get rid of the fan noise from the MacBook Pro. At the same time, I wanted a more powerful unit to complement my old 2010 iMac, which I don't want to get rid of because I have all the plugins there that I need. And I just needed a system where I can seamlessly switch from recording to YouTube videos, to editing, you know, to doing vocals, to doing guitars, and even a little bit of mixing here and there. So it's kind of important for me because there's only so much hours in a day, and there's only so much thing you can get done, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video and a little peek at what goes on in my little studio of mine. If you do, give me a thumbs up, you know, and if you want to join this channel, feel free to go ahead. And I'll see you again in the next channel. Ciao.